All right. So let's just dive into what we are here for. All right. Let me just give you a brief introduction of the course so that things will become clear with you. And if you have any question, you can write it down at the end. I'll give you the chance to also ask any question that you might be having relating to the program. All right. Okay, so this is how the program works. I mean, it's quite a simple step, all right, that if you follow, it's actually going to be very, very profitable for you. All right, it's, I mean, well crafted. We actually sat down with some industry leaders for the past, I mean, since last year, since August, we've been working on this of how well we can actually tune this kind of data science course and make it more beneficial instead of focusing on giving you the tutorials and the I mean the webinars and those kind of things. I mean, if you really want to crack a data science interview, then you really need to show something. You need to get your hands dirty. You need to actually prove that you can do something, because unlike the other courses or other IT courses, or maybe even if you move out from IT with the other say business courses and others, that you can actually go through the tutorials or some papers and some theories, and then get familiar with the concept, and you can actually practice. Data science is quite different from that. It's quite different from that. It's more of doing than talking or reading. It's more of doing than talking or reading. All right, so it's better to get your hands, I mean, dirty, get your hands on, do practice over and over again, and then you actually get to know the concepts, right? Because things keep on evolving, things keep on changing. So if you want to actually keep up with it and actually get the job that you really want to get, then you need to actually get your hands dirty. You need to get familiar with the concept, right? Because cracking a data science interview requires you to actually understand the concept and be able to explain it to whoever is asking you. All right, so it's quite a simple step. I mean, 4-step, which is very effective. So we will be giving you the project tutorials. All right, so we will pick some of the projects, then we will make a tutorial on it. We will make it available to you on the platform that you can also go through and then practice alone. All right, so every week we'll be releasing some of the projects. All right, so the number that we'll be releasing might vary, right? It could be 1, 2, 3, depending on the available project on that particular week. All right, so we will be releasing it per week, and then you can go through, you can practice alone, and then after going through some of the projects, we also assign you with some of the projects that you can do, and then you do and submit it to us. You push it to GitHub. All right, you push it to GitHub, and then you send the link to us. We will go and then verify, and then review it and see what you have done. All right, and then we also give you feedback on what you've done, and then after that, after you complete your assigned project, then you'll be issued with a badge, right? For every project that you do, you will get a badge, right? You will get a badge like this, like what you can see over here. All right, you'll get a badge like this. Okay, so for every project that you do, you'll get a badge like that. So this will continuously go on until the end of the 3 months. All right, so you'll be doing a number of projects and then get number of badges that you can display on LinkedIn. Now, what's most people actually do, I mean, the mistake that they do is that they put the certificates that they do on the online courses, I mean, the MOOCs courses that they do. But if someone really want to employ you, the person want to prove, the person want to know that you know what you're doing, you've done something before. All right, so it's better to put the project that you've done on LinkedIn rather than just putting the certificate there, because what happens is that the employer or the recruiter or the hiring manager will not have time to go and then verify the curriculum that you went through to see whether it was a good one or not. But if the person knows that you've worked on this particular problem, you've done this before, then it's convincing enough for the person to actually employ you. And I'll show you when we get to optimizing your LinkedIn account, I'll show you some of the messages that I receive from employers, right? They will actually go through your profile, see what you've been doing, and they can contact you back door. Instead of going through about 1,000 resumes, opening the job position and going through 1,000 resumes, they also want to cut their job short, right? They also don't want to stress themselves. So if they find the right candidate who has been doing projects, who they believe that the person is, the person knows the concept, then they can easily employ the person from backdoor. They can open the position like, say, data science role available, let people apply just for formality. But the ones they will really want to employ, they will do that backdoor. All right, so I'll show you some of the messages that I receive from some of the companies, right? From backdoor, what they will tell you that we've gone through your profile, we have seen some of the projects that you've been doing, all right? And we think that you are the best fit for our position. So submit your application and let's get started. All right, so something like that. So that's why we actually crafted this program like that, so that when you finish the project, you can display your badge on LinkedIn. All right, so this is a way of attracting them. This is a way of catching attention. All right, and then after doing everything at the end of the program, you also get the final certificate. All right, so do well to complete all your projects. Take it as serious as possible, because even if you go through a program that they will charge you 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, or 3 lakhs, or whatever, I mean, it's just the same tutorials, the same Python, the same machine learning concepts. It's not anything supernatural over there. All right, and at the end of the day, you sit down and then be writing about 10,000 applications that you will not even get a single call out of it. All right, so if you really want to prove to them that you are the right candidate, then you have to show them what you've done before. All right, so take it serious, and then even with the ones that we will record and then give you, take it serious and redo it, right? Redo it and then push it on your GitHub. All right, push it, all of them, push everything in your GitHub so that you can submit that link. All right, I will show you some of the job application requirements and what they do. They actually put a link there that your URL. All right, so that's why you have to put your LinkedIn and your GitHub URL there. All right, because your resume, they might not even have time to go through, but they really want proof. So they will click on your GitHub link to go to your GitHub account to go and see what you've done before. All right, they will go through your LinkedIn profile to see the things you've been doing throughout. All right, that's the real you. That's what you've been doing, and that's the real you. And I will show you some of the applications that they use to actually scan your profile, and even if you use resume, how they actually scan your resume, right, without even manually going through your resume. I'll show you some of the software that they use. All right, so take it serious, and then make it a point of building a portfolio and building yourself right from day one till you get the job. All right, so that's how it's going to work. If you have questions, you can also write it down. Just within about 2-3 minutes, I'll let you in, and you can ask your questions. All right, so from next week, we are going to actually start by looking at how you can build your LinkedIn profile. You can actually establish yourself, establish your social presence, because what happens is that you're learning here, but the one who want to hire you, or the one you want to hire you, right? That hiring manager, that recruiter doesn't know you. All right, so how do you become visible in front of that person? That's what we'll be doing from next week. All right, so from next week, we will start with building your social presence. Okay, and then we will start with establishing your personal blog, and from here we will consider Medium and then WordPress. All right, optimizing LinkedIn profile, that will come differently. That will be a different session altogether, and I'll take you through some of the things that you're supposed to do. And let me ask, how many of you are writing on Medium? How many of you write in Medium? Let me see in the chat box if you've been writing on Medium. Let me see in the chat box. Or you can just unmute yourself and speak.
I don't write in Medium, but I do read articles on Medium towards data science.
Okay, all right. What about WordPress?
WordPress, I had one web page created, but like, I mean, I don't use it much.
Okay, no problem.
LinkedIn I use frequently.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, all right. So we will be actually be active there. All right, we will be active there, and I'll show you some of the things that you're supposed to do, and to also check if you're being active there. You can actually measure it by yourself, and then get to know. All right. So let me show you this. Sorry, let me bring this one here. Okay, so since you've been reading much on Medium, I hope you're familiar with the platform. All right, so from next week we will start to create our own publications. All right, so I created this one just for this purpose. For this tutorial. All right, so we will begin to get to create our own publications like this, so that we can actually start sharing our own ideas, start to publish our own blogs and our own articles, and then be more present in front of recruiters. All right, we can actually show the work that we've been doing, show our ideas and the things that we are interested in. All right. So from next week, we will actually start working on it. All right. We will actually start working on it. So we will get to create a publication like this, all right, which will become your own personal blog or your own personal website. So if you're interested in WordPress too, I can also help you so that you can create something like that. But if you actually want to share ideas, you want to blog or something like that, Medium is a very good place to do that. Right, and you can, moving forward, you can even monetize it and start earning from it. All right, you can, from here you can easily share on all the social media platforms, and it's easily, the readability is quite, it's quite readable. It's, helps people to actually, it attracts people to actually come and then read your blog, and is quite easy to follow. So from next week, we will start to establish our own publications like that. So some of your articles will be displayed down here. All right. So from next week, we will start to do something like that. And if you want to do WordPress too, you want to maybe establish something, create a WordPress blog like this, or platform, even if you want a platform, I can guide you to do that. All right. I can guide you to do that. So that will be your own personal preference. But if it's about establishing your social presence, then I suggest you go with Medium. All right, it will cut down a lot of cost and a lot of work for you to do. And with establishing your own blog like this one, there's a lot of things you have to do, driving your own traffic and stuff like that, buying domain name and hosting and stuff like that. So, but it's not anything difficult. It's just one time thing that you just have to do, and then after that, it's just about publishing. All right. But with Medium, it's quite simple to set up and start sharing your ideas. So from next week, according to your preference, we'll actually start with Medium. But if you want WordPress too, we can also go through that. All right. It's 9 o'clock. So let me go back to what we were doing earlier on. All right. Okay, so from next week, we will actually start with that, all right? And then optimizing LinkedIn profile, we also do it from a separate class, all right? So if you have any questions, you can be asking me right now. You can unmute yourself and you can speak, or you can drop a message and I'll read.
So instead of Medium or WordPress, how about GitHub website instead of these two?
I did not actually get your question. Can you repeat?
Yeah, instead of Medium or WordPress,
Mm.
how about it would be if we use GitHub website?
Okay, like how you use the GitHub.
Yeah,
Is
I
that your
mean,
question?
like, uh, which one would be the best? Either it's Medium or the GitHub website if you want to create your own data where you can post about your project.
Okay,
Uh,
for projects, right? For projects, GitHub is the best. So for projects, we will be pushing everything there. But when you push your GitHub, I mean your project on GitHub, right? It's just a rest on GitHub. GitHub is just like let me use a fridge, right? That you can store your drink, your water, your vegetables. You can just go and store it there. All right. Then think of Medium as social media platform where a lot of people can also come and then see what you've done. So when you're applying for the job, right, then you share your GitHub account so that employers or recruiters can use that link, go there and then see the work you have done. All right. So it's like a portfolio, it's like a profile that you've created. All right. But for Medium is like a platform for you to share what you know. All right, so that people will get to know that you have knowledge about this, you have knowledge about this, and doing so, you become, more visible, you become more popular, you become more known. All right, you can share all those things with any recruiter. All right, they can actually see you. They can actually see you without even you saying that this is what you know or this is what you do. All right, you can even consider YouTube. All right, you can even consider YouTube if you're someone who likes making videos or something like that, you can even consider YouTube.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we still have some quite a couple of time remaining, and if you still have any question, you can unmute yourself or you can just type it. So how many of you have gone through the recorded video that we sent over the week?
No, I have not got any video.
Okay, have you received the email?
I joined yesterday only. I not got any video to study.
Okay, are you able to log into the platform?
Check now. One second.
Okay, connect with me after the class so that I can help you to do that.
Okay.
All right. What about Santosh? Have you seen the video? Have you gone through the project that we released? I mean, I'm talking about the banknote analysis.
So I had gone through the video that has been circulated with an email, like the when I registered. So I have gone that video only. Apart from that, I haven't gone any other.
Okay, so we have, for now, we have released only one video, which is the banknotes analysis. So if you have received that, then that's the one I'm talking about.
I think it's not about banding notes analysis. It's about what is this program and how this program is going to be. It's about that.
Okay, all right. Then probably you have not actually get access to the platform or something like that. So after this, connect with me so that we can set that up and then you get access to it.
Sure. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right. Okay, so I hope you already have the email and my WhatsApp too. So if you have any queries, you can just reach out to that number. Right? You can just reach out to this WhatsApp number that you see on your screen. All right, that's my personal contact. So if you have any queries, you can easily reach out to the number. Right? You can easily reach out to the number and You can also send us an email on this email that you see over here, support@totaldatascience.com. All right. You can send an email through this email address here. All right. And if you want, if you want to reach out through WhatsApp, you can also reach out through this WhatsApp. All right. So if there's nothing there, we can end it here, and then from next week we meet and start doing something.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a nice evening or good night. I think so.